In 2008, Elon Musk was not the world's richest man. He wasn't running multiple global companies. He wasn't a tech icon admired across industries. At that time, he was an entrepreneur on the edge of losing everything: his money, his companies, and the reputation he had built since selling PayPal. Tesla was young, fragile, and burning cash faster than it could raise it. Every month brought new expenses, new delays, and new doubts. And for the first time in his career, Musk found himself staring at a reality he had never imagined. Tesla might not make it to the end of the year. Tesla was founded with a bold mission: to prove that electric cars could be fast, beautiful, and desirable. Not small experiments, not compromises, but real cars that could compete with the best in the world. By late 2008, that vision was under threat. Roadster production was repeatedly delayed. Manufacturing costs were far higher than projected. Suppliers began demanding upfront payments. Some refused to continue altogether. Investors who once believed in the idea were losing confidence. At the same time, the global financial crisis was unfolding. Capital dried up almost overnight. Even strong companies struggled to survive. For a startup like Tesla, the timing couldn't have been worse. The company was weeks, not months, away from shutting its doors. Musk was already stretched to his limit. His other company, SpaceX, had just suffered its third failed rocket launch. 3 failures in a row meant government contracts were at risk. Public skepticism was growing. Internally, morale was shaken. Musk had poured most of the $180 million he earned from PayPal into both Tesla and SpaceX. Nearly everything he had was tied up in 2 companies that were now collapsing at the same time. He later admitted, "I could either keep SpaceX alive or keep Tesla alive. I couldn't do both." It was the darkest moment of his career. Then came the night that changed everything. It was December 2008. Payroll was approaching. Suppliers were demanding immediate payment. Employees were exhausted and uncertain about the future. Investors made one thing clear: they would not put in more money unless Musk did first. Musk faced a choice that couldn't be delayed any longer. He could hold on to the little money he had left to protect himself and his family, or he could pour everything into Tesla, knowing that failure would leave him with almost nothing. In interviews, Musk said he reached a point where he genuinely believed both companies could die. There was no confidence, no optimism, just reality. But he also said something else, words he would repeat years later: "If something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor." So Musk made his decision. He wired in every remaining dollar he had left from the PayPal sale. He borrowed money from friends just to cover personal expenses. He slept on couches. He cut his lifestyle down to almost nothing. In the final days of 2008, just before Tesla would have gone bankrupt, Musk closed a desperate funding round. He invested more than anyone else. His commitment became the signal other private investors needed. The deal closed barely in time. Tesla survived by the thinnest margin possible. Musk later called 2008 the worst year of my life. But that decision, that single moment of going all in, changed everything. By mid-2009, Tesla stabilized enough to keep moving forward. In 2010, Tesla became the first American car company to go public since Ford in 1956. From there came the Model S, then the Gigafactories, then the Model 3, which brought electric cars into the mainstream. The company that nearly collapsed in silence went on to become one of the most valuable automakers in history. Musk later said that if that funding round had failed, Tesla would absolutely have gone bankrupt, no question. But it didn't, because one person refused to walk away, even when every external signal suggested he should. People see the success now: the cars, the factories, the headlines. But few realize that Tesla's survival came down to a single decision made in fear, exhaustion, and uncertainty. The lesson? Sometimes your breakthrough comes right after the moment you almost quit, and sometimes the biggest risk in life is choosing not to take one at all.